Today I'm going to be replacing the exhaust pipe on my 2015 Harley Davidson Street Bob. I have a Two Brothers Racing 2-in-1, but as you can see it's a little beat up. It's also missing the carbon fiber tip and the baffling inside. It's seen better days. This is also the Gen 1. I've got the Gen 2, so I shouldn't have to worry about issues with the tip on it this time around. All right. So if you look at this one, it's all in one instead of that one where I had replaced the tip a couple of times on that, but it was carbon fiber and it just kept vibrating off. So I'm hoping this will be a lot better option. For this new one, I shouldn't have to change the tune, but something to keep in mind if you're changing the pipe on your bike. And there's all our parts. Got a 1/2-inch socket to take off these bolts on the exhaust. Got my extension on for this lower one. Next, I gotta pull these off. For this lower bolt here, because of where the frame is, I had to use a 1/2-inch wrench because I can't fit the socket wrench in between the frame. It's like I have to use the open end because it just is not wanting to. For this upper one, I'm just using my extension again with a 1/2-inch socket. Now that I've got all of these undone at the head, I'm just going to carefully remove the pipe. There's a bracket down here too. It's hard to see, but there's 2 bolts down there and 2 bolts on the pipe here. Typically you want to remove that first as well, but mine is broken, so it's technically already removed. So I have it removed now, but you have to be careful. There's a sensor there and there that you don't want to hurt. So we have to carefully remove those before we can fully pull the pipe away from the bike. There's a sensor there and there. I don't have the right size wrench, so I don't normally recommend this, but I'm using an adjustable wrench. Be very careful when using one of these. You don't want to strip things. Okay, so now we've got the pipe off and the sensors out. So I'm gonna remove the old bracket now. These 2 bolts here. This is a 1/2-inch. So this is the new mounting bracket that will go in the place of the old one. You want to remove these from the exhaust. If you notice, there's a break there that you can use a pick or a screwdriver to carefully pop that out, and then you'll have to use this on the new pipe. So I used a 3/16 to loosen the sensor from this part, and the new pipe came with new inserts like this that I'm going to use, as well as crush washers. So you just got to be very careful with sensors like this. You don't want to hurt them when you're messing with them. They're pretty fragile. So now I'm going to put this new shim and new washer in here. and then I'll tighten it up. You do the same for the rear pipe. This is the rear pipe. I'm gonna put this one in here. You wanna take these and install them. Next, use this tool and these springs, and what you want to do is stretch them. That one will go there, and then there'll be another one that goes from here to there. That's the 2 springs installed now. Okay, now I've got these both on, and the instructions say to use a zip tie to temporarily hold them in place. But obviously make sure you remove those before starting the bike up once it's installed. Now very carefully I'm reinstalling the sensors in the exhaust with my 3/16 wrench. That's how that one is, and I still gotta do this one. I just gotta be careful. It's a little tricky to make sure that the pipes line up with the heads just right, but then I've got the nuts back on. I just have to tighten them down and then cut off those zip ties. Next, I'm taking these 2 bolts. I'm gonna bolt them in on this underside here from the bracket to the pipe. It's kind of hard to get the bracket on when you're getting it on like this, so if you have to, loosen these bolts up and put it onto the pipe first, and then, or vice versa, just maybe don't tighten everything down until you have it in, bolted in all 4 spots. Okay, now that I have the pipe on, I just have to do these, put on the heat shields. You have to undo these clamps. You have to undo them and thread them through, and then mount it to the pipes. So here I have these both threaded through, and I have to keep them detached for now so that I can fit it around the pipe carefully. Here's the front heat shield, and it's got all of these hose clamps in it that I'm going to slide over the pipe. Okay, I'm going to start this real quick.